what this undue burden is all about. And I also like your provisions and your suggestions on the chair of the IBC. Fine, it's normal when you are in such a setup, it's good to lobby towards your part, because you said it must not be a lawyer only. Fine, we open it up. But in your presentations, it's clear that it's about maths. This is ICPAC, Sindio. And it's like, the lobbying is very, very clear that the chair could probably come from the accountant section. Is that what I'm trying to understand it like? Thank you.
Perhaps if we could agree, since you can see the pressure we are facing, and since some of these questions are related, you could just perhaps consolidate the answers in less than 5 minutes, please, kindly. And you could do further written submissions to buttress the points you already canvassed so far. 5 minutes or under, please. Thank you. Honorable MPs, Honorable Wajumbe, we recognize your presence, please. Kindly give us just 5 minutes to conclude this. You could do, if you don't mind, stand behind so that you don't intimidate the members who are of ISPAC who are presenting.
Thank you, co-chairs. In the interest of time, 3 members will undertake all these questions. The first question by Honorable Wamalwa, that is on taxation.
Just proceed. Don't even start.
That is on taxation and cost of living. That will be addressed by FCPA Hesbon. FCPA Hesbon will also address the question from Honorable Nyanzi on debt status in the nation.
I wish you could just allow them to proceed without highlighting who is doing what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, John Chairs. I think on the issue of cost of living, allow me to state this way, that the problem begins from the budgeting phase. If you budget to spend 3.5 trillion against a tax collection of 2 trillion, it follows that you must borrow the difference to finance the budget. So our proposal, and this we've shared with the National Treasury before, we should not just look at the income side of the budget, but also look at the expenditure side of the budget and glean through it so that we do real zero-based budget, so that we don't just regurgitate what was there the previous year. That way we eliminate certain wastages within the system. The second issue around this is corruption, and I'm glad one of your members has mentioned. If you buy power today through independent power producers, you're probably doing 100 shillings plus, while Kenyan, which is a public utility, will generate power for you at 8 shillings or thereabout. The rest is subsidized. So we have to crack the whip, because all this goes towards the cost of living, all this goes towards the challenges that the mwananchi is facing. The other issue is about taxation. As it is now, 16% of our GDP is our tax collection. The average that is recommended for an economy like ours and within the OECD countries is up to 25%. So technically there is room for more tax collection, but how that burden is spread is the challenge that then we need to address in terms of ensuring equity and fairness as far as matters taxes is concerned, and therefore that would solve the question we are dealing with. The final comment I want to make is on the issue of subsidy, either for consumption or production. Subsidy for production is better any day, but ultimately there are certain underlying issues that we must also confront, and that's the big issue around corruption. If we're able to eliminate corruption around the subsidy on production, the benefit then translates to mwananchi. But when things are so bad like they are now,
the bipartisan talks underway at the Bomas